be a Wizard, and how were your conversations with the team leading up to tonight?
It was most definitely, I was just grateful and blessed. Yeah, after hearing I got the call, but my talks leading up to the team, it was just really Will talking to me about what kind of player I would be. He showed me clips where I used to take plays off, and most definitely that's not the player I want to be, especially in the NBA, and kind of being asked by different reporters here what you want your legacy to be. It kind of went back to my mind, me taking plays off, and that's certainly something I wouldn't want it to be. So yeah, I appreciate him. I feel like in my workout, he kind of pushed me, and I needed that.
Hey Tre, congratulations. You're coming into a team that has a lot of young players getting a lot of minutes early in their career. What does it mean to you to come and be a part of this young Wizards core in Washington?
It means a lot, just getting down there with guys who are competitive and guys just wanting to be like great like myself. For sure, getting down there and gelling with the team is something great.
Hi, Tre, Karita Parks, Double Take Sports. You're known for your shooting. Devin Booker is one of your favorite players. Just curious, what is it about him that you like, and are there similarities in your game from your standpoint?
I feel like it's bits and pieces that I watch that I feel like there are similarities, but most definitely the thing that I like the most is just his footwork and how he uses his footwork to set up people and come off of screens, and then his efficiency with the least amount of dribbles possible.
Hi Tre, this is Tre Johnson with ESPN, kind of on the topic of Suns or former Suns players. Kevin Durant, after your game against, I think, Texas A&M earlier this year, kind of shouted out your production. What did it mean for you to see someone like Kevin Durant acknowledge, the production that you had in college?
It means a lot, most definitely, because a few years ago I worked out with him. And that was before I even committed to Texas, and then he committed, and he's still showing love and reaching out. It means a lot for sure.
Tre, Mark Trump of the Washington Post. What stood out to you most about the plan the Wizards laid out for you when you talked about it?
Just how the front office is. Everybody's connected. I feel like, especially when I talked to my agent, how the front office and especially how my visit was, it felt more like a college visit, especially more like a family. I really didn't get that from other places, I would say, and that's really what I like the most about it. Everybody was connected.
Tre, Josh Robbins with The Athletic. For people out here, out east, who might not be familiar with your game, could you please describe your strengths and the area or areas where you want to get better?
I say my scoring, really shooting, scoring in general. Playmaking is also a strength of mine, and my IQ and leadership. Areas I always want to get better in is my playmaking, my defense, and then also navigating how to be a leader, especially with older guys.
Thank you.
Tre, Candace Butler of the Washington Post. I don't think too many people who get drafted will criticize themselves the moment they talk to media members. Do you feel like you are your worst critic, and who do you think who has held you the most accountable about your basketball journey?
I feel like I have surpassed my father in being my worst critic. But before it was me, it was most definitely him, for sure. Now I think as much I done heard his voice in the gym by myself, it's kind of in the back of my head now, no matter where I go. So most definitely he's been holding me accountable. But as I got older, it's most definitely been myself. And yeah, most guys don't want to critique themselves, but I feel like to become better, you got to be honest with yourself at least.
Take two more questions, please.
Yeah.
Tre, David Aldridge with The Athletic. You're coming to a young team that is rebuilding, and it's going to take a minute. How do you kind of foresee this rebuild going forward now? You got yourself and Bub in the backcourt. You got young guys throughout the roster. How do you see you guys growing together?
Just gelling as a team on and off court, especially in practice, just being competitive, pushing one another most definitely. And like you did say, it's going to be a long rebuild, but it's also being present in the moment, taking it one game at a time, not looking forward or not getting stuck maybe in the losses, but just keep pounding stone, carrying water, I would say, from a book that I read before, but just keeping consistency with it.
Hi, Tre. Chase Hughes with Monumental Sports Network. Congrats. You mentioned your dad. What's it been like celebrating with him, your family, and your friends. What's been the reaction like?
It's been great. I haven't been able to talk to my friends back home yet, but especially with my family here, it's been great. Especially seeing both my younger brothers getting to take this in, and then also my father. I said it a few times, but it's feel like we both got drafted today, most definitely.